What's up, gang? Welcome to Mo Sports Journal. It's your boy Chase Mo, back like I never left on the ones and twos. Welcome to the most opinionated podcast about sports. It's good to be back, man. Week 1 of college football in the books. Exciting, feel good games. More like orientation week. You're just there to meet the faces, see the names, eat the chips and dip, man. Knock on wood if you're with me. Had four TVs, 2 crock pots, 6 bags of chips, and a bottle of Captain Morgan. It was like the 12 days of football there. It's good to be back, though, man. Good to be back. I had to train my body to watch football for 12 straight hours again. What's it like to stay up and watch Hawaii? They score a lot of points, too, so. It's brutal, though. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back on the ones and twos. Some exciting news in the world of sports. Not only in football, but in baseball and locally. Alec Ingold makes the Oakland Raiders 53-man roster. He is a part of a 6-man crew for the Wisconsin Badgers, drafted or undrafted, that got assigned to 53-man roster, or made the 53-man roster this training camp. So congratulations. I'm actually wearing the old high school jersey that we played. I was on the same team, so that's probably his most athletic feature is that he plays starting fullback in the NFL, and my most athletic feature is I was on the high school team that he was on. So that goes to show you that this guy is a freak, not only a freak athlete, but just a hell of a person, hell of a guy. And we're all proud of him, man. Good for him. Guy's playing in the NFL. And not to mention the Raiders come to Green Bay, I think week 6, something like that. So you know he's going to get some airtime on ESPN. But nonetheless, man, I got the jersey on in support of Alec Ingold today. Pretty proud of him. I wish I would have got this jersey signed by him when I had the chance, even though there's a good chance I could probably still get it signed by him, hanging up. Maybe if I got this jersey signed by Alec and Cole Van Lanen. Cole Van Lanen, left tackle of Wisconsin. He's a freak. He's a stud. He'll be in the first round pretty soon. I don't know if it's this year or next year he goes out, but he'll be making some big bucks blocking on Sundays, that's for sure. But yeah, man, it would be cool to get this jersey signed by both of them, because quick story about Alec Ingold. We're playing De Pere my junior year. I'm the backup center. We're up by a significant amount of points, so nonetheless, Morrison gets the go. They put me in. Alec Ingold's playing quarterback now, originally starting running back, but he's playing quarterback now. He's a junior. He's a sophomore. I'm a junior. So we go in there. 1 yard line, I think we were. Yeah, we had to be on the 1 yard line. Pin back deep on the 1 yard line. We run right power right. He scores 99 yards, untouched. I don't even think anyone blocked. I think he just ran around. He really ran around 21 other guys and just scored a touchdown. Gets called back for holding. Ironically, no one's blocking, but someone held. So we run the same play to the left side. Dude runs 99 yards. Next play, touchdown. Holding. You guessed it right. Holding or blocking the back, one of the two. Gets called back. So we go the same play to the right side. I shit you not. This kid scored 3 touchdowns from 99 yards, 3 straight plays in a row. The third one counted. No one. I think Wesley's finally like, dude, no one blocked. This guy's just gonna outrun everyone. Because I'm thinking the same thing. I snapped the ball and just ran straight to the end zone. He still beat me there. There was a good stretch from like the De Pere 45 to the 40 where I was with Alec Ingold, and he must have put on the afterburners because I got to the 30 and he scored. It was insane, man. I tried to run down there as fast as I can to get in the picture. I stopped at the 25 and just went to the sidelines. I mean, this is stupid. I'm not running 25 more yards. It's gonna be Sunday by the time I get there. My God. But no, that's my Alec Ingold story. That's my Alec Ingold claim to fame. Pretty exciting, man. Pretty cool when someone you literally saw work his tail off in the weight room pay off. I mean, there's no way. There's no way I would be alive if I had to do the things that he had to do to get where he is. I'd actually die. I'd lose a limb trying to bench press or squat as much as this guy does. Nonetheless, pretty cool, man. Pretty excited. Got the Bayport jersey on for you in support of Alec Ingold. Knock on wood if you're with me. Nonetheless, all 7 of the Badgers who went out made the 53-man roster. I couldn't find it. I know TJ Edwards went to Philly. He was my dark horse. I've been telling people since the season started, this guy's going to be in the NFL. He's undersized, underappreciated, but he's going to be in the NFL. He might only play 1 or 2 years because he's going to get dinged up. That's fine. But he made the NFL. Proud of you, TJ. Let's see, what should we get into? Last night, Oklahoma playing Houston. Jalen Hurts, have a day, son. Have a day. You know what was better than Jalen Hurts' performance? It was post-game interview. He goes, I'm gonna tell you what he said in the interview. He said whoever was interviewing did a terrible job, per the usual. There's like two or three good girls that can do that sideline reporting job. I think Pam Oliver's retired, but she was one of them. Erin Andrews, the GOAT. Molly McGrath, or whatever her name is up there, and Olivia Decker's pretty good. Olivia Harlan Decker is pretty good. But I'm biased because Sam Decker was at Wisconsin when they went to the championship, and that's the only time we'll ever see Wisconsin basketball in the championship. So I'm getting nostalgic every time I hear the word Decker, and then I just get the feels, and then that's all that is about. So, anyways, back to the sideline reporting. The terrible questions being asked. Jalen Hurts was so focused. He's already focused on next week. It's insane. He didn't even want to smile. He said, I got to go talk to my boys. We got to correct them some things. We got to get it right. Jalen Hurts' stat line, 20 of 23, 332 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 16 carries, 176 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Not much to get right, but I get what he's saying. There's things to... If you're going to play Alabama in the national championship, there's things to tighten up. Because he's only got one thing on his mind, and that's revenge. And that's playing Nick Saban in January at some sponsored game where he's going to whoop his ass. Right now, I would take Oklahoma. Is that clickbait or am I serious? I don't know. Right now, I take Oklahoma. Just kidding. No, Alabama would win. Alabama would win 42-3. But it would be cool. Oklahoma, man. Jalen Hurts, he's got one thing on his mind, and that's Nick Saban. You can just tell. He doesn't care about... A Mack truck is not going to stop him from playing Nick Saban in January. I'm that serious about it. It was cool. That response was Nick Saban-esque. So you could tell he brought a little Sabanism with him, a little Alabama Crimson Tide, still in his blood. But I don't know. The other game of the week, Auburn versus Oregon, that was the only other good one. There was a few decent ones. Auburn, Oregon, excuse me. Oregon's up 21-6 with 4:21 left in the third quarter, and they lose. Bo knows, man. Bo Nix, freshman quarterback, comes in, delivers in the clutch. With 9 seconds left, they score a touchdown to go up. 26-21, and that's that. 27-21, something like that, and that's that. That's all she wrote. The fat lady sung. Yeah, Oregon, tale of two halves. Literally, a tale of two halves. Their defense was gassed the second half. They laid it all on the line in the first half. Didn't get rewarded in the second half. Just got ran over in the second half. That's why it's a 60-minute football game. You play for 35 minutes in a 60-minute football game, you make that decision very easy. The other team's going to win. It's that simple. Jonathan Taylor for the Badgers leads them to a 49-0 win over South Florida. We expected a good game. Didn't expect a 49-0 routing. But South Florida is not anything good, not anything challenged. The Badgers were challenged. The Badgers were not challenged at the last scrimmage. The Badgers were not challenged in the game. The Badgers didn't have to make a play. They didn't have to make a stop. It's glorified scrimmage for Wisconsin, so not too much to get in there. Jonathan Taylor, 16 carries, 135 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receptions, 48 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. About 170-some all-purpose yards, 4 scores. Not a bad way to start off your Heisman candidacy. So what? Him, Jalen Hurts, Sunshine from Clemson, and Fields from Ohio State are probably the top 4. Maybe they'll sprinkle someone else in there, but... What about that kid from Southern Miss? Jalen something or other. Returns 2 kicks for scores. That guy's fast. 89 yards. Like a gazelle. out of a cannon, man. This guy is a monster. But that was cool to see. He's not going to win the Heisman returning punts. So this is Devin Hester made a living off that. He was the first and last person. Him and Dante Hall. But Dante Hall could run routes. Dante Hall was still a decent wide receiver. Remember when Devin Hester tried to run a route? He couldn't even run a 7-yard in and catch the ball. Most athletic man with a ball in the field couldn't run a 7-yard in and catch the ball and go score. But he could catch a punt that was in the air for 8 seconds with 11 other guys running 80 yards at him. He could go score. The logic there makes no sense. Some bad beats of the weekend. If you're on Northwestern plus 6.5, I feel bad for you. Strip sack, fumble, Stanford picks a ball up in the end zone as time basically dwindles down and expires. They go up 17-7, covering the spread. If you had Texas State, they were getting 33 points at Texas A&M, and Texas A&M said, we'll win by 34. They won 41-7. And Georgia Tech at Clemson, a 52-14 routing as 36-point underdogs. Jeez, Vegas is spot on, man. I will say my lock of the week was Georgia Tech to score 11 points, though. There's no way in a blowout game you can't score 11 points. They did. They scored 14. Mo's 1-0 on his locks of the week. I think that's kind of all in the college sphere. It was a mix-em-up in week 1. We had, Tennessee went down. That was the upset. Tennessee goes down in Knoxville at Volunteer Stadium. 38-31 was the final. 24-point favorites. A lot of it actually, like Appalachian State, Michigan. That leads us to today's Twitter question. Who would you rather be? Would you rather be Tennessee losing to Georgia State, or would you rather be Michigan losing to Appalachian State? Because both are bad. Both are bad. I think Michigan's is worse. Because Tennessee had just a brutal year last year. And they're coming in saying that this is the year everything's turned around, everything's changed, and they dropped one to Georgia State. Home opener, too, a tune-up game. That's rough. But yeah, go on Twitter, Mo Sports Journal, at Chase Mo, answer the Twitter question. Would you rather be... Actually, no, we're going to reverse this. Would you rather be Appalachian State, or would you rather be Georgia State? Turn some negatives into positives here on Mo Sports Journal. That's what we do, baby. That's what we do. So would you rather be Appalachian State winning at the Big House, or would you rather be Georgia State winning at Volunteer Stadium in Knoxville? Because both are illustrious places. I mean, the Big House more than Volunteer Stadium, but I wouldn't say it's that much more prestigious. I mean, they're both that hold 100,000 people, probably. I don't know how much Volunteer Stadium holds. But you're walking off the field as 90,000 people are filing out disappointed because you weren't even supposed to put up a fight. And you won. It's just the most incredible feeling. It's got to be the most incredible feeling. Because I think I'd rather be a team that wins. I think I'd rather be a team that wins a football tune-up game like this, like a Georgia State or an Appalachian State, versus like an upset in basketball. Because like an upset in basketball, you know, maybe your shot's not there, you're tired, star players it's not his night. You know what I'm saying? But football, 40 guys contribute to the outcome of the game. It's insane. I mean, yeah, much rather walk off the football field in a tune-up game to winner than a basketball court. But that's not the Twitter question. The Twitter question is, would you rather be Appalachian State beating Michigan at the Big House, or would you rather be Georgia State beating Tennessee at Volunteer Stadium? Well, I think that's all we got for you on Mo Sports Journal. Go check us out on Facebook, like and share, or on Twitter and Instagram. You can always email the program at Mo Sports Journal. Shout out to Alec Ingold for making the Oakland Raiders. We'll see you, I think, week 6, kid. Got the jersey on. Support. Knock on wood if you're with me. We'll see you Wednesday.